What's up, everybody? DeLuca here. So I got my one of my toys here. Had it for a while, but I finally decided to do a video about it. It's a Schecter bass. Okay, the rock guys all know about this kind of bass, right? Guys who do rock music and heavy metal, but you funksters might not know too much about it. But three things attracted me to this bass. Okay, the way it looks. I love the way this finish is. Okay. I love the way the shape is, the 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 finish job. I just love it. I love I love most of the Schecter basses the way they look. They have a nice look to them. Okay. Another thing that attracted me to this bass, there's no battery in it. It's passive, meaning there's no preamp, there's no bass treble and mids like most five-string basses. So it's kind of old school. But there's another thing that I like about it that kind of makes it new school is it has interesting electronics. I don't know if you guys can see right here, but there's two toggle switches. And they're three-way toggle switches. Okay? You know, you have three positions on each toggle switch. And now each toggle switch corresponds with the pickup. So you have this toggle for the bridge pickup, this toggle for the neck pickup. Now, each toggle has three settings. You have a parallel, you have a series, and you have a split where it does some things inside the pickup to change the sound of pickup. Okay. Now, there's a more technical way of saying parallel, series, and split because these are humbucker pickups. But I'm not going to get into all that right now. Y'all can look that up. But just know that it can do that. Okay. Also, you have a volume knob, which controls both pickups. You have a split or a blend knob, not a split, a blend knob that you can go, all bridge or all neck, or you can go in between. And then a basic tone knob. Okay. Also in the back, let me see if I can get this bad boy in the camera right. There we go. Now, I still got this. Oh man, I still got the sticker on it. Anyway, you have the strings that go through the body. So when you string it up, you have a choice of going through the body like this, or you can string it up through the bridge, on the bridge, and you have a neck through body. So it's not a bolt-on neck. There's no bolts here. It's just all one piece. Okay. And I think these things are made in Korea, South Korea, which don't matter to me. I don't care because it sounds good. So now this to me is a specialized bass. Okay. You wouldn't use, now this is just me. This is just me. This bass you usually see with heavy metal guys and guys who play rock. Okay. That's why it has a name like, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned the name of this bass is C5 Apocalypse. It's a Schecter C5 Apocalypse. Okay. Apocalypse. It's a heavy metal bass. Okay. There are other basses, a bass, I think they have one called a Hellraiser. Okay. So, but they all look, I love the way they look. They have a nice look to them. And to me, they sound good. But to me also, at the same time, they're specialized basses. They're great for metal and rock, okay? But maybe not so much for jazz, unless you're just playing pocket and you just need that low, full sound like, for jazz or blues and R&B, traditional R&B. I wouldn't consider this a funk bass, okay? You can play funk on it, okay? You definitely can play funk on it, but it don't sound like a jazz bass to me. Okay, it's not what I would call a funk bass. Okay, a lot of basses are specialized. They identify with a style of music. Some of them can cross over to different genres, and then some of them are kind of like in a their own little thing. And to me, this bass is like that. Okay, you can cross over a little bit, but it's really made. The sound is tuned and set up for the heavier stuff. And that's cool because sometimes that's what I do. and I like playing that stuff. You'll start seeing me using this more in some of my videos coming up, like the groove that I was playing at the beginning of this video. That's like a pop tune, right? And I was just playing along with it. It sounds fine with that, right? So it can work with different styles of music. And by the way, there's another reason I did this video, is because I watched some videos on this bass, some reviews and things like that. And guys, while they sound good and the bass sounded great, they put a lot of effects on the bass. They put compression, EQ'd it, really, really did it up. Okay. And, the way I'm playing it now is very, there's nothing on it. There's no preamp, there's no, compression, very basic. So you're not going to hear me doing a bunch of crazy stuff with it. And one thing you want to check out too, when you buy a 5-string bass, not just this one, but any 5-string bass, listen to the B string, how solid it sounds. If the B string sounds sloppy, it's not a well-made, what they say, well-made bass. Yeah. So that's one thing you want to check out too. But this is a very solid bass. Got a nice little weight to it. So it's not cheap. And yeah, I like it. So definitely check it out, if you get a chance. And if you're into like the heavier music, this is definitely something that you want to check out. And like I said, it works for everything, but I wouldn't consider it a funk bass. It's more, you can probably do some Motown on it. Because you can get that old school sound on it just by playing around with the pickup configurations. That's what's good about the pickup switches too, is you can change the sounds. So it's almost like having a couple different basses without, in one. Okay, you can change some stuff around. Okay, depending on your style of play, depending on what kind of band you're playing with, and depending on the song. And that's the most important thing. It depends on the song. So this is the Schecter C5 Apocalypse. I wanted to do a quick little rundown on it. And I'm not going to get too fancy on it tonight. But I played a little groove in the front of the video so you could check it out in a context of a song. And I just want to give you guys the basics on it. But you'll start seeing it more in my videos. I'm going to start using this a lot more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am DeLuca, baby. And leave some comments below. Also, like the video because the algorithm likes it when you like it. Okay, so, and I'll talk to you later.